Hi, welcome back to my garden. Today I'm working on this basket that lives on our back step, and I have a few different ingredients that I'm working with. So I thought I would just kind of show you what I'm working with, put it all together, and then I'll talk you through it after. So the first one is this, I think it's like a huckleberry root or something. I found it in the woods, and I thought it made kind of a cool looking, almost like a bare Japanese maple. Um, or something like that. I don't know. I thought it looked cool. And then we recently had a big tree taking down, and this is part of it, but it had really cool moss on it. So I thought that I would use that kind of as a ground cover at the end. I also have this blue carpet juniper, which it wouldn't be able to live in here for long, but just for winter, I think it'll be fine. And then I can plant it out in spring. I also have this rock that I've used before, and it's I don't know, it has this like really cool side up here, so I thought if I can expose that as part of the arrangement that would look cool. And then I have one of these little orange pansies, which I thought would look nice kind of over the next few months until the bulbs come up. And for bulbs, I have three different kinds. I have these hyacinths that are already kind of wanting to start growing. These are Carnegie. Oh no, these aren't. They're Woodstock. And these ones are kind of a deep purple color. And then at the same time as those, I have some grape hyacinths. Yes, grape hyacinths. These are the baby blue ones. They're called baby's breath. And these ones will bloom at the same time as the other ones, the big ones. And then I also have a bunch. I won't use all of these, but these are like little dwarf irises that come out. For us, it's kind of like mid late February, so at a time when not much else is blooming. And these ones are also like a baby blue color. So yeah, that's what I'm working with. I also have like a really kind of gritty soil mix. It's 50% composted wood mulch or wood chips and 50% like garden mix soil. And I like to use that one because, especially for the bulbs, they don't like to sit in water at all. And the juniper is also pretty drought tolerant. This one's dead, so there's not like too much to worry about here. And the wood chips, like they'll retain some moisture, but they also have lots of like little air pockets, so nothing ever feels like it's like sitting in water. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm working with. So I'll start to put it all together, and then I'll show it to you after. So it's all set. I ended up adding a few more things. I got some of those little red rocks, and also I cut out three of the baby hen and chicks that I have in the succulent dish. I have like a couple mature ones that just put off put off a ton of pups this summer. So those ones had a few roots, so I just like left them, but they root really easily. So even if the roots don't make it, I think the plants will. And by next year, they'll be putting off their own pups. I ended up putting the pansies kind of in the back because I figured they would fill in over winter. I love how the dead branch looks. And I found one more, just like little white rock. I'm not sure what it is, but it kind of looked like that one, so I thought they looked cute together. And then I kind of planted the bulbs in groups as well. So I put kind of like a spray of the dwarf irises all through here, and those ones bloomed the earliest, so I figured that they wouldn't really need to compete with the pansies. And then in the back, kind of where the mulchy area is, I put just three of the hyacinths in the end. There wasn't really room for five, and I didn't want it to look overstuffed. And then I put just whatever I had left from the grape hyacinths, which was like two big ones and a couple little ones, which I'm not sure if they'll actually bloom this year. But yeah, I'm super happy with how it looks. And it'll be pretty low maintenance. I'll just water it in now, and then it should just get enough moisture to kind of keep itself going. If I notice that anything starts to look a little dry, I can water it more. The moss will be a good indicator for that. Well, that's it for this project. Thanks for coming along. I really enjoyed putting it together, and I hope you enjoyed watching. And it pretty much all came together with things that I had lying around, all the leftover bulbs, this guy left over from a different project, cuttings, things collected from around the garden. The basket itself was from the thrift store, and it was $9. And I lined the inside with some plastic and then made holes just so that the moisture would only leave through the bottom. And it will hopefully look nice from now till pretty much like the beginning of April, depending on how hot spring is. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining me today, and I'll catch you next time.